Hey, what's up, my royal priesthood? It's your girl, Priestess. Here's another episode of Conversations with the Priestess, the After Dark edition. Thank you all for your patience. I do apologize for being away for the last couple of weeks. Life has been happening as I've adjusted again to some changes in my 9 to 5 and in my personal life. This is also a season where I'm ultra focused on my mental health because it's a tough time of the year for me as well. Um, I'm sending out my love prayers and I'm going to include resources and ways that you can help those who have been affected by Hurricane Helene. As we know, many areas in Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, and various places have been hit hard. I send my love, not only my love, my prayers, but contributions their way as well. So, any way that you can help, please help by any means necessary. Even if you can't contribute to something financially, like, share, or just if you can just be of help with your presence, however you can help, do so. Let's just show love to each other at this time. But again, this episode of Conversations with the Priestess, I was on TikTok live a few nights ago, and the topic came up of do you believe in love at first sight? And once we start the podcast, it's going to be right after I pose the question due to some audios with the stream. Again, my YouTube videos are not monetized right now, so if you can help me build my following, so I can get into the YouTube Partner Program. Please click that like button, share, subscribe, and meaningfully engage. And if you like, until I am able to monetize, what you can do instead of donating to me, find someone's Cash App or something that needs help during this time in concerning Hurricane Helene. I'm going to include other links where you can donate and help others below. So y'all just do the things that y'all got to do. Let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Again, don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. Bonus content will be on the Patreon. I'm going to soon be reviewing some Tubi movies as well. So this is going to be a fun little shindig. So go ahead, hit that button, hit that intro, live love, and be free. So you do? Okay. I agree. Love alone is never enough to sustain a relationship. I think for me, I don't believe in love at first sight. I do believe in an attraction at first sight. However, for me, love has to develop because I have to get to know you first. I can like you as a person, but what if I see something or in knowing there's something that makes me unattracted to you or make me not like you? If it's something that is uncomfortable, I'm not gonna. It's hard for me to say I love you in that aspect, in that romantic or intimate aspect. That's just my opinion, because I have been known to fall in love quick with people. I like how you put that unconditional love at first sight. Yes, love at first sight, but you have to build upon it. You have to see if it's worth that infatuation. Oh yeah. I mean, and it's funny. I'm in a relationship now, um, where I had been single for about 6 7 years at that point. Yeah, when did? Oh yes, no, it's about 6 years, and we're still going strong. However, the first time we met off one of the apps, and it was a connection as soon as we met, and then I was kind of hesitant because I've been there before, but we took our time and we got to know each other, and we have blossomed, and we've reached a new level in our relationship. Um, just a part of growth. And it's a lot for me personally because I've never been in this place with a partner before. And it's not a bad place, it's a good place. Um, because I've been in that love at first sight situation, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart. Taylor 1635, what's going on, dearie? You said, man, cut it out. Cut what out? Talking about love and relationships, darling. What's up, Flora Jackson? Thank y'all for coming into the room tonight. But for real, with love, let me close that down so I can see the comments. With love, people make love more complicated than what it is supposed to be. People make it more complicated than what it needs to be in love. Because one thing about love, you have to have love within before you can love somebody else. Thank y'all for following me. Thank y'all for following me. You can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. What's up, Donise? Welcome to the live. So before you say you love somebody, before you say you love somebody else, do you love yourself? And I can admit it took me during the pandemic. This is why I stayed single for so long. After my last relationship, I did not know what love looked like. Hey, baby, thank you for coming to the live. Please tap that screen and share the live. We're going to have a good time tonight. We might start a little panel out here. Hell yes. Hell yes. I dare say I'm a little bit Maxine Shaw, a little bit of Maxine Shaw, but I'm a little bit of Regine because I'm a playgirl. I'm not a playgirl. I'm sort of a bratty, dominant type woman. I'm mostly Max. But when it comes down to me, to my womanhood, I'm a little bit of Ray Jane. What's up, Righteous Logic? Thank you for coming to my live, friend. Y'all go follow Righteous Logic. He's a great fire musician, producer, theory person. Please go follow him. I'm trying to be like him when I grow up. Gotta shout my people out. This is one thing I learned. Loving me is only complicated for people who have no intentions of loving me properly. Because if they intend on loving you, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. I appreciate you as well. You can tell when people appreciate you if they intend on loving you properly. If, if, if they respect your boundaries. If early on they show that they are there for the long haul. But if you see them flip-flopping up after a while, you've gotten comfortable, run. Because they'll always show you in how much time they spend with you, how they communicate with you, the things that they say and do. You'll always know if they have an intention of loving you or not. It will always show. People make it complicated. People make it complicated. And I learned, see, we're getting heavy tonight. I already got my topic. I already, get ready. This is gonna be for Priestess After Dark this week, a repost on the YouTube and here on this here app. What and right. Denise said, "Respect is my first clue on whether they will or won't. That is true. That is your first indicator, or if they will or will not love you." Case in point, I had a man that was interested in me. We had met at a little party. Given this particular musician's crimes, I'm not going to call this person name. This was last year before all the hoopla happened with the current. He was playing this man's music. I said, out of respect, could you not play his music? I don't really gel with him considering what he's done. And the man goes on to say, well, you have to separate the artist from the music. And I said, well, I'm just asking you nicely because I can't get with what he did and that makes me uncomfortable. Instead of him changing the music, he went right ahead and just had this conversation. And I'm like, and I told him, I said, so you're basically saying that you don't care about victims of that type of abuse. Needless to say, that was somebody I didn't deal with because that lets me know, I know you're not going to respect me because I told you a reason why that, right, ego. I learned something about people, and this is not geared at any gender. This is all genders. People think just because you have given them a little bit of the good, that they've won you over, that they have some type of hold on you. Nah, baby. I'm in control of this, baby. I got the power here. No, no, there's been plenty of people that thought because I gave them the good Don Debbie's, as B. Scott would say, that they had some kind of claim on me. No, you don't. I don't owe you anything. But what you can do is compensate me for my time that you wasted. That's what you can do. And I'm being a smart aleck when I say that. But the truth is the light. The truth is light for you. You know. And see, this is gonna shock some people because I work in a certain industry outside of music. If y'all picking up what I'm putting down, I work in a more salacious part of entertainment. And yes, I'm in a whole relationship. However, people think because I do that work that I'm just easy, or they can just see me doing my music stuff or hit me up on other places and say, hey, I want a link. I saw your alt X page or your alt Twitter. Okay, what you're going to do is, since you saw me there, you're going to send all of your inquiries there and follow those instructions and go about it the right way. Because I don't know what you thought this was. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't work that way. And there is a source of entitlement that people have in relationships nowadays that I don't like. And we're seeing this increase with the Red Pill podcast. I don't know. Ugh. And we know why we see the rise of these type of podcasts. People want toxicity to be what it is. And I blame things like Zeus Network, TV, and people that don't want to hear their trauma. That's another day. Story for another day. But I look at the entitlement that people have about relationships, that they have these requirements that my mate has to do this. If they don't do this for me, if they don't look like this, if they don't act like this, if they don't have the meal done like this. But I have a question. What are you doing for that mate? Yes, you're bringing home the bacon, but maybe your mate wants you to cook for them sometimes, or maybe there should, right? And entitlement in relationships often, it's a lot of not necessarily physical abuse, but it can be emotional, mental, verbal abuse as well behind that entitlement, you know. And I've never understood how you could feel that your mate owes you all of their time. Then you get into a point to where you're getting obsessive about that person in the wrong type of way, and that you're getting too clingy. And when you're too clingy, it's like that's abandonment issues. I'm gonna leave that alone. But one thing I had to do before getting in relationships, I made it a point to start working on my childhood trauma. Yes, it is. That entitlement is a big sign of disrespect. Because you will see one thing I learned, and entitlement is gonna lead you to somewhere else. Entitlement is insecurity as well. There's this YouTube couple that I watched with a friend of mine. They did this prank as if as if he was going out without his partner. And his partner was like, "Oh, you going out? Well, you going out with girls? I ain't say you could go out. Well, if I ain't going out with you, you can't go out." It was a prank, but this dude was serious. He started spraying his boyfriend's clothes with water, trying to mess up the dude's hair because he didn't want him to go out without him. I'm like, you're insecure. And then also on top of that, there's the other toxic layer of both of y'all being cheaters. So it's like, number one, y'all need to break up. But anytime you're entitled to my time that much, so I can't go out, baby, that lets me know you're insecure and that you have control issues, or you have abandonment issues at that. I have no time for that. Because where there's entitlement, there's insecurity and there's abandonment issues. Those things are tried together. Very much so. Like, and that's how you know somebody is insecure. Watch how they treat your best friend that they know got your back. They will be threatened by their best friend because that best friend sees through all the BS. Insecure. Watch how when you start making accomplishments, watch how they respond to your accomplishments. What's up, Oba Thaddeus? Thank you for coming to my room tonight. Good to see you. Watch how they respond to your success. Watch how they respond to how you get your accomplishments. If they start talking down, baby, they jealous and you need to leave. We saw this with some of the Olympians, how when these ladies went back home to their partners, they were harmed or taken away from us because of jealousy. And jealousy don't always mean that they do something harmful. No, 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 no. They'll celebrate your accomplishments, but it will always be some low-cut shade, some hint of that they're not really happy. You may not see it, but it's in the little things. It be in the little things that they say. And it's not your fault. It's just their fault. They need to just go heal somewhere. And I'm gonna leave that alone about love. I'm gonna leave that alone about love. It's just a little bit. Any other questions or anything else? Anything else I want to talk about tonight? Oh yes, yes. You have to watch out. You have to watch out for that. One thing I learned in my transition when I'm transitioned socially in the church, when people are intimidated by you, they will pick up. This is how they project the insecurities. They will project the parts about you that they don't like, and they'll try to dress it up as constructive critique, but they always harp on those issues every chance that they get to where it's starting to get uncomfortable. They're insecure about themselves in the area because you're well put together in that area. And you have to be careful for people that with insecure people because they'll make you doubt yourself. And you can't be in a friendship or a relationship like that. Because baby, I've been in those relationships where my significant other was jealous. I'm like, baby, you can have the same thing if you applied yourself. Like, you have the keys. You have the wherewithal if you have. I tell people, if you spend that much time projecting on other people, you have that much more time to get secure with yourself, to be nice to people. You have that much more time.